Alright, hey, what's up? It's been a little bit since I've done Dokkan content, but I'm 12 minutes into this Datruth video, and I have an issue. I have an issue with this video because Datruth is coming at this from the wrong main point. And that's this ticket thing on JP, which I'm going to come at this from a global standpoint, shouldn't be used to get new characters that are good, but instead should be used to fill out characters that are garbage and just to get those 100% so that you can get coins. Coins are the thing to like worry about right now. So I figured what I'd do is I'd show you these are some of the characters that I have 100% in Super AGL. Let me just throw off everything. These are some of the characters I have 100%. You'll notice a lot of them are big banner units or hype units, or they're just units that I should have summoned on based on the fact that I really don't buy too many stones and that I'm mainly a free-to-play player. Like, I hate saying that because I'm not a free-to-play player, but if, let's say for example, this UI Goku, he's cool and all, he's gonna get an EZA soon, but I also had the physical one for not that guy. I also had this physical one for much longer because I liked him more, and that was my entire reason for using this one over the int one for a very long time. But I figured I'd go through and kind of compare these two and just like show you what units you should buy. So with what I summon on in mind, let's go through this. These three right here. These three first Gokus. I'm going to start with them. I have one of each. These are characters that I do not pull very often. I maybe do a multi-summon per banner. Maybe. But for the most part, I try to save my stones for hype banners. And characters that I like, which is why you'll see that I don't have stones right now because that Tapion banner killed me. But if you go through a lot of these characters, you got a lot of characters here that are just like good, right? Like this AGL God Goku, I believe I have him right here. Yeah. He awakens and then gets his EZA, and he becomes pretty good. This is like, he's pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're like me and you only have 2 copies, I wouldn't pick him up. I would pick up things like this AGL Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which I only have 1 path missing. I would buy him, fill him out to 100% real quick, and then boom, that's another character that I could pull on a banner in the future that can give me red coins or blue coins more likely because he doesn't really show up on red banners too much, at least for me, or legendary coins. Now if you, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Another character that shows up a lot is this Goku right here. He's okay if you want to pick him up to use him. Otherwise, just buy him. Just get him. Get him 100%. He's not going to be on banners in the future. I guarantee it. He is aging horribly. Nobody wants this guy. Guarantee, buy him, get him out of the way, so that when you pull him in the future, it doesn't suck. Most of these other characters, I mean, this guy, there's so many chances you could have pulled him if you've played in the last year for free, that if you don't have him 100%, I'd genuinely be surprised. This guy, I don't even have in my running. I'm not even in my list. Not even in my list. Because these 2 guys are on a shit ton of banners, and they're given out so many times. Or, correction. This guy in particular is given out pretty much for free repeatedly over and over again. Anytime there's a fucking Vegeta family banner or a banner with Vegeta as the main unit, this guy shows up. This Trunks, whether it be this AGL one or the tech one, I want to say. I think it's a tech one or it's an STR one. STR. These 2 Trunks, the Scarf Trunks, they always show up. Now, let's move on to tech, or Extreme AGL first. Extreme AGL is going to be real fucking quick. Extreme AGL, very simple. These 2 pop up a lot. This guy, I'm expecting him to get an EZA eventually. Like, I'm expecting within the year, pick him up. These 2, you can pull him a ton. You can pull him a ton. Don't even worry about him. Just don't even worry. Honestly. Super Tech, if you want to look at this from getting characters, not even any of these characters, not even in the running. I would recommend going for this Android 16 right here. Yeah. Because it sucks pulling him, and I always feel like shit. That's the entire reasoning. I'll be honest with you. That's the whole reasoning why I hate this character. Int. Because there's not much to talk about Extreme either. Like, Tech is just shafted here. Int, on the other hand, there are some decent characters in Int. But again, any of these characters, look at your percentage. Let's say, I think my Botamo needs 1. Let me check. I didn't even bother awakening him. That's just, like, the character's not decent. Yeah, I need 2. I'd use 2 of them on this Botamo and be done. And then if I didn't have any other character I wanted to get, I'd fill out this Ribrianne because she's just good. She's just good. Extreme Int, I wouldn't worry about it, honestly. This character, you can pull him a lot. This character, you can pull him a lot. This one, you might not be able to, this Frieza. But there's not much content worth doing with him. These 2 cells probably be your best choices if you need to fill out an in character. Just because, like, that's easy coins. Whenever you pull a cell, or one of these 2 in cells, boom, coins. Otherwise, as for good characters, this Cooler. He's good. He's fun. By fun, I mean he's a support unit, so about as fun as a support unit can get. This would also be another character that I pulled just to get him 100%. Super STR. This one pisses me off the most because there are good characters in here. Like, if you wanted to fill out an STR unit, it wouldn't be easy. That's what I would say. For me, I would get him. He'd be 100%. And I would skip the rest because I could get 2 of him. No, just 1 of him, I think, actually. So I could get him, and that'd be done. But, like, if you need to get a good character from STR, let's go over Extreme STR before I continue with that. When we go into Extreme STR, I have this guy 100%, this guy 100%, this guy 100%. I would highly recommend doing either this Skinny Boo right here or this Piccolo right here because I can't tell you how many times I've summoned on a banner where this guy's fucking featured just to try to pull him because I want him 100% and he's sitting at 1 dupe. That's called being irresponsible. And then this guy over here, I mean, I have an extra 1, but like, you really don't pull these 2 characters too much. I mean, how long has this guy been out? And I have how many of them? I have 4. 2019, I have 4. About a year. That's actually not too bad. It's actually pretty good. This Frost I have 100% because he's thrown on pretty much... Well, I wouldn't say thrown. He's on every banner, but he's thrown at me quite a bit. But again, any of these characters you want, make sure you fill them out. That's really what it is. Super Physical is where it gets really, really fucking hard. Not because of the same reason on STR, where there's just a shit ton of characters to pick from, but Super Physical has some good characters. Now, that being said, fodder, good, fodder. Not sure. I'm gonna open that guy and check him out. Okay, good. He's getting close to fodder status. He's aging not gracefully. Hoping this guy comes up on an easy A. She's amazing. Fodder. Now she's become fodder. I've heard good things about this Boo. Fodder. He's good. Fodder. Now, let's go through some of the, like, really big names within this list. This Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Aging not so well, but he's really getting up there because of one specific thing. After Easy A, he's good against Vegeta family. Anything with Vegeta's family. If they release a legendary Vegeta event, like much akin to the Goku one, he will be my main pick because there's so much that he can do. I mean, that's it. There's just a lot this character can do. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, for basically every bit of content in this goddamn game for the rest of the time, this guy will be on a team so long as it's in one of these categories because he's good against Goku's family. That's my reasoning. This guy, really fucking good. If you don't have him 100%, get him. This guy should be like your last priority. If he's not 100%, you don't worry about this one. This guy is really fucking good because he's good against Goku's family. And that's it. That's what makes him good, I'll be honest with you. I really fucking love this Vegeta. I went over this Goku. He's good after Easy A. You can read down here what his passive is if you would like, or what his passive can do. This Goku, I want him to get an Easy A. I have him in here only because of my wish for him to get an Easy A. He's been out since 2018. It's coming up on 4 years now that he's been out. I want him to get an Easy A. I want him to have an Easy A. It's just that simple. If he gets an Easy A, I guarantee he will be a notable unit. I don't think he'll be top 5. I don't think he'll be top 50 units in the goddamn game. But I think he'll be a unit when you're running, I don't know, Otherworld Warriors. Like, who's all on Otherworld Warriors? That's a stupid question. There's a lot of Gogetas on here, actually. But I want him to be in the running to pick on this team. Like, I would be okay with that. Like, of these characters, there's not really a lot of fully awakened characters. Like, let's say you're like, oh, yeah, we got, the Gogetas. We got, I fucking Frieza. I don't know. And then you're like, man, I have one slot left. I could do, fucking AGL, Goku. There's not much. Like, all he'd have to do is get an Easy A, and I think he'd be in the top, honestly. For at least Otherworld Warriors. Every other team, like, Pure Saiyan's not even close to the top. Full Power, not even close to the top. Goku's family, maybe. Super Saiyan, not even close to the top. Kamehameha, not even close to the top. Final Trump Card, maybe. Turtle School, definitely would be at the top. And then we got this. This guy I pulled up a little bit ago. I don't think he has anything of value. Yeah, nothing of value here. So I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't even pull him up. I didn't know if he had an Easy A or not, I'll be honest. But like when it comes to these, your main priority when picking out tickets, genuinely, 100% units. Don't bother picking up units you have one or two of. Pick up the units you have like one copy. Let's see. Dog shit to pull. Pick up 3 of them. Don't have him. Pick up 4 of them. Whatever. Like, just pick up the units, 100% them, and then just let them rot. Like, anyways, have a nice day, everybody.